What's going on YouTube? What's happening? Welcome to or welcome back to Kovacs Corner, aka The Corner. Appreciate you taking the time to come through, check the video out. We have another react video to Nikachu MTG. MTG cheater gets caught by their own camera. I seen this one not too long ago. It's pretty funny. Anyway, feel free, hit me up on any one of my other social media platforms down in the description below. Feel free to become a member of the channel. All proceeds end up going directly back to the channel, just so you know. And feel free, hit up the Discord. Join the Discord server. Post memes, any kind of videos you would like for me to react to. You know, hit me up over there. Trying to build a community up over there as well. It'd be pretty dope. And yeah, nah man, we are getting into MTG cheaters now. So Nikachu MTG pretty much covers all that. Cheaters, allegations, surprise of costs, like the previous video that we ended up reacting to. Not only that, but he ends up looking into tournament plays for misplays, so on and so forth. Feel free, hit his channel up. It's going to be down in the description. Also, this video that we are reacting to is going to be down in the description below. Once again, I want to give a huge shout out to Nikachu for allowing me to react to his videos. But without further ado, we are about to get into it. Bam.
Hey, it's Nikachu, and in this video we're going to take a look at a Magic the Gathering cheater that gets caught by their own camera. Today's villain is Sean Angel. He uses a combination of shuffle cheating and a variation of the lap cheat to beat his opponents. Now today's cheat is
so like the lap cheat, this is kind of the first time I've heard about that, because realistically, if you're sitting across from somebody, you'd be able to see them like reaching, you know what I'm saying? Almost like back in the Yu-Gi-Oh anime, when Bandit Keith would reach into his wristband, boom, pull out his machine, and play the card. That's essentially what lap cheating is. And then obviously you got shuffle cheating, where cards are face up, you're looking at the deck as you're shuffling, you notice a card that you want, you put it to the top, and then you pretend to shuffle the deck throughout.
Taking place in a competitive Commander League, known to the...
So especially in a competitive league, like Commander League, anything that's competitive and you end up getting booked for doing something like that, ban. You should get banned right away.
Now today's cheat is taking place in a competitive Commander League, known to the community as CEDH. This is a 4-player format, so it's like Magic the Gathering Battle Royale. Each player...
But it's weird because they're doing it online against each other, right?
Has a 99 card deck with a signature commander card they can play anytime. Today's villain is playing Korvold Fey Cursed King. For 5 mana, it's a 4/4 Dragon Noble with flying. Whenever Korvold Fey Cursed King enters the battlefield or attacks, sacrifice another permanent. Whenever you sacrifice a permanent, put a +1/+1 counter on Korvold and draw a card. Now this league is played for
Huge.
prizes online over webcam. You know, a computer. You would have to be extra stupid.
Look how he's shuffling his deck too, right? That's kind of ridiculous to me. Bro, you're in 4K.
Over webcam. You know, a computer. You would have to be extra stupid to cheat in webcam events, because any one of your 3 opponents could be recording the game. In fact, it's usually tournament policy. This exclusive footage we have is compliments of Josh from the One Mana Floating YouTube channel. Him and his friends play in the CEDH Rec Room Discord.
So shout out to all these people that were playing and participating within this tournament. Check out their Discord as well if that's something that you're into. If you're into MTG, for sure check it out. Also check out Nikachu's channel for sure if you're really into MTG.
Who noticed something suspicious about Sean Angel's play, clicked record, and caught everything on camera.
Just his shuffling, like, this bothers me. Like, just out of pure, like, man, what's the word? I'm looking for a word. Out of, like, sportsmanship, right? Out of straight up sportsmanship. It's, bro, you're fucking up already.
4K. Well, that's weird. Did you see that? He
Yep.
grabs a Bayou from the top of his deck, tries to shuffle it into the bottom, but then has a change of heart and sticks it back on the top again. I wonder what that's all about. And when he's finished shuffling, he obviously can see the bottom card of his deck. Compare this to his opponents who are shuffling their decks face down and away from their line of sight. But there's one thing that can exonerate him. All he has to do is cut the deck.
All right, one last one. Let's see.
And he doesn't cut the deck. He just straight starts pulling his hand. What a guy.
Naughty, naughty, naughty. Of course he didn't want to cut, because he stacked his deck.
Yeah, I'll keep this in. Because anything else is just getting too greedy at this point. I just hate it's a one-lander.
Time goes by. Turns.
Alright. We don't get punished. I will play a Bayou for 8 Birds of Paradise and pass.
Remember that Bayou he grabbed from the top and almost stuck it to the bottom, but then quickly put it back on top? Turns out that was the only land he stacked on top of his deck.
I just hate it's a one-lander. Bayou for 8 Birds of Paradise and pass.
Our villain almost shuffle cheated against himself. If he put this land to the bottom of the deck, he would have stacked himself a no-land hand. Now, it's important to explain this deck's main killer combo, that is with Dockside Extortionist. For 2
Darkside Extortionist. When Darkside Extortionist enters the battlefield, create X treasure tokens, where X is the number of artifacts and enchantments your opponents control. Treasure tokens are artifacts with tap, sacrifice this artifact, add 1 mana of any color. A small price to keep such pretty things safe. A 1/2.
2 mana, it's a 1/2 Goblin Pirate. And when it enters the battlefield, create X treasure tokens, where X is the number of artifacts and enchantments your opponents control. And in Commander, people love their artifacts. They'll give up their firstborn before they give up Soul Ring. So Dockside almost always comes into play with a billion treasure tokens, which can be sacrificed at will. And every time you sacrifice a permanent, Corvault draws you a card. It's a killer combo that can run away with the game. But there's only one Dockside Extortionist in Sean Angel's 99 card deck. So what are the odds of drawing it?
Alright, we don't get punished. We didn't get punished. We did not get punished.
Yeah, it's a good Dockside.
Yeah, it is. That's why I say we don't get punished. I was like, top deck, I'll take it. Yeah, we're gonna do the thing. I always pay for my taxes.
Literally. From the top of the deck, bro. Like, good thing the one dude started recording it right away.
I wonder what the odds are of the player shuffling their cards face up ends up with the quintessential card of their archetype at the start of the game. Now, Sean insinuates that he just drew the Dockside Extortionist.
I was like, top deck, I'll take it. Yeah, we're gonna do the thing. I always pay for my taxes.
But did he top deck it? I don't know if that's really true. In fact, if we restart the game back to the beginning, we can see Sean Angel shuffling through his starting hand. And what do we have here? Now, I can't be sure because this is such...
The hat. The shadowing. The spaces in between. It looks like the card, man. It looks like the card. Looks like he's been holding on to that card A1 day one.
potato quality, but the shadows are consistent with a Dockside Extortionist. And on turn 1 of the game, we see the same card over here. And besides all that, the card actually drawn for the turn is called Grinding Station. That means the Dockside Extortionist had to have been in his hand the entire time. So is the Dockside in hand just dumb luck, or is he playing dumb to cover his tracks? I'll let you decide.
He's a
Now back to
moron.
the game, the Dockside actually gets countered by Josh's Force of Will, but then Sean Angel reanimates the Dockside back into the game with Unearth. Eventually, Sean Angel plays and sticks his Corvault Fakehurst Unearth. But then Sean Angel reanimates the
Unearth sorcery. Return target creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Cycling costs 2. Discard this card. Draw a card.
Dockside back into the game with Unearth. Eventually, Sean Angel plays and sticks his Korvold Fey Cursed King. And then comes one of the most brazenly bold moves you could possibly do on camera.
Ooh, snap! I do a land. That's what does. Sorry. Okay.
The only time he cut his deck.
Did you catch that? Sean reaches underneath the table and then pulls a whole new card right into existence. This is a variation of what we call the lap cheat, where an important card can just be sitting on your lap and at any moment be right in your hand. The lap cheat has been played for decades, going as far back as US Nationals in 1998, where Mike Long would be caught with a combo card in his lap. And to prove he wasn't up to any funny stuff, he played the rest of the tournament standing on his chair. In this case, Sean Angel could pull any number of cards anytime he wanted from underneath his table. That's
It's cheating. And that's bad sportsmanship.
cheating.
And bad sportsmanship, man. You can't be doing that. Especially in competition. Like, the want to win in a competition, I understand, right? But you have to do it solely on your skill and whatever it is that you're able to draw. Like, you can brick, it happens. You know what I'm saying? Just play the game out and continue on. Hopefully you'll be able to draw a card so that you're able to search your deck so that you can pull the card that you need. Not only that, but someone else could have used the negate on a different card compared to that card. By the time you end up playing that card, there's no other negates, which, let's be real, it's Commander, there's always going to be a negate regardless. And then you're able to play that other card that he was able to sacrifice and bring the card back, right? And everything's happening too soon in the game, especially in Commander, right? It's like, bro, get your act together, dog.
Let me just reach around down here and then boop, look what I found.
Reach
so the
around.
card's been placed at the bottom of his hand. So what was so important that
Sus.
Sean Angel needed to cheat that card into the game?
I don't want to futuristic of a card.
Do you think?
Enchantment. Whenever an opponent plays a spell, you may draw a card unless that player pays 1.
Do you think?
I might have to though. I mean, I'm already fucking balls deep. I'll see what the draws. Plus, play of century. Saw now.
The secret card pulled underneath the table was Saw in Half. Destroy target creature. If that creature dies this way, its controller creates 2 tokens that are copies of that creature, except their base power is half that creature's power, and their base toughness is half that creature's toughness, round up each time. What that means is that this Dockside Extortionist is about to be cut in half into 2, and each half will trigger, doubling the number of treasures for Sean Angel. And from here, this Korvold completely takes over the game. Sean sacks 3 treasures, draws 3 cards to put Dozan the Fallen Leaf in play, which means no one can interact with him while it's his turn. And
Players can play spells only during their own turns. Wow.
Then the fallen leaf in play, which means no one can interact with him while it's his turn. And eventually he demonstrated he could infinite combo everyone to death, and he won the match. But upon conclusion of this match, it started going viral on the internet. Magic players across the world were amused by our villain's secret CEDH sideboard, aka pulling whatever you want from under the table. And in light of all this, all his past tournament games were investigated, and yeah, he was cheating the entire time. You see, Sean Angel was caught in another tournament manipulating exactly where his dockside extortionist was going to be.
That's whack, bro. You're getting caught multiple times, too. You're getting stripped.
You see, Magic the Gathering webcam matches have something called the Brazilian Cut, where you divide your deck out into 3 piles. Your opponents choose how they stack the deck back together to ensure that you did not shuffle cheat anything to the top of your deck. By sticking the dockside in the middle and dividing his deck carefully into 3 piles where the dockside is going to be on top of one of them, he has at least 33% chance of starting the game with his dockside extortionist. So what ended up happening to Sean Angel? But to explain that, we have to talk about how this cheating incident changed webcam tournament Magic for forever. Now, webcam Magic has this reputation for attracting cheaters. I don't think that's really true. You're on camera, for crying out loud. It's just that if all the tournaments are on camera all the time, well, you're just naturally going to catch more cheaters. And in light of today's incident, one of the larger tournament organizers, Chaos Tournaments, updated their policies against cheaters. From now on, if you get banned, you are lifetime banned from everything Chaos organizes.
Damn.
If you get banned for breaking the rules, no appeals. You are banned forever. And the best policy I ever heard of, if you happen to have played against a known cheater in their events, they will give you free entry to the next one. You see, the competitive Commander players, they might play to win, but they keep their community friendly and fair. And with these revised policies, our cheater got banned so fast it was like it had split second. Remember, the player that never cheats never gets caught. So if you've always wanted to take your Commander game to the next level, I don't think there's ever been a better time to be playing webcam Magic. Just remember to download OBS, click record, so that you can catch those cheaters with their own camera. Huge shout out to One Mana Floating YouTube for giving us this exclusive footage, and also congratulations to the Rec Room for catching those cheaters. So smash like for 480p camera quality, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, or your opponents will draw every card from underneath the table.
But yeah, no, man. 100% agree. Like, if you're going to be competing in any kind of tournament, you shouldn't be cheating at all, especially if you end up getting cheated for the first time and they let it slide. Like, he didn't get caught the first time until that came out, and then they had to look back and revise a good majority of his tournament plays, right? Automatic suspension, banned, all that. He's banned for life for essentially doing that, right? Like, you're pulling from your lap, you're stacking your hand, you're stacking your deck, however you want to say it and stuff. It's like, bro, a lot of people take time and spend a lot of money to create decks to have fun and, like, in the competitive atmosphere to compete, right? And that's the whole point of it. If you're just doing that and stacking your deck, it's not fun anymore. It's like, bro, you have a problem. You gotta fix that about yourself, you know? Like, sure, you could probably go to locals, but even in locals, they usually have referees there that'll end up coming through and be like, hey, you're cheating, you're banned, and then you're kicked from a local. And what are you going to do, play MTG arenas? I guess that's all you're able to do, but then you can't even cheat in that game because it's a computer game overall. But yeah, no, man, that's going to pretty much do it for us for today. MTG cheater gets caught by their own camera. Just imagine that, too, getting caught by your own camera, bro. What the fuck? Huge shout out to Nick and Cheer MTG for allowing me to react to his videos. Appreciate that very, very much. Hit me up on any one of my other social media platforms down in the description below. Feel free to become a member. You will get access to the videos a day in advance before they end up dropping on the channel. Also, hit up the Discord, share some memes, any other videos that you want me to react to. But until next time, man, Have yourselves a great day. Peace.